What's up, everybody? It's your boy Reaction Action here today, and today we're gonna be reacting to Venom versus Crona by Death Battle. As you can see, guys, this is the first video I'm doing on this channel, so if you're new, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and leave a like. You will be the day ones. Yeah, I'm not really sure who the other person is. They're from Soul Eater. I haven't really seen that anime before, but I know who Venom is, the OG Triple G symbiote boss. And pretty much, I'm thinking this Crona person is gonna have to be able to destroy every atom of Venom in order to win. I'm not really sure how she's gonna do it, or he. I'm not really sure. Is it he or she? Oh, looks like Crona is androgynous, but it has male pronouns in the show. But I don't know. Hey guys, my guess for this battle is that Venom is gonna take it because he is my guy. I love Marvel. He is amazing from what I've seen so far. But who knows? Maybe Crona will surprise me and show me something I haven't known before. But anyways, guys, if you enjoyed my reaction, don't forget to like, share with your friends, comment any new trendy videos you want me to watch in the future that are bangers. And if you're new, as I said, join this family and don't forget to subscribe. We'll see you in a video.
3, 2, 1.
Here we go.
It's always nice to have a best friend attached to your hip, like me and my shotgun leg.
But these two take their
gosh, what-
friends even further than that.
Venom, the
I know,
lethal
I thought it was
symbiote
something
and
else.
Spider-Man's best frenemy.
And Crona, the deadly demon sword from Soul.
He's
Crona.
Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would
A
win
death battle. All right, man.
At the beginning of
What are you going
time,
through
in the
first, Venom?
faraway reaches of space, the Clintar rose from a living darkness. One of these amorphous symbiotes was Venom.
Yeah.
Who was a freaking loser? Hey, don't look at me. All the goop aliens were saying it. So
Venom was crazy back in the comics,
straight off
dude.
the planet.
In its exile, the symbiote underwent a number of misadventures which firmly shaped its
Right.
personality. It bonded to a heroic Kree soldier rescuing refugees, a violent monster who committed genocide, and apparently Deadpool.
He bonded to
Wonder
Deadpool?
Venom's so messed up in the head.
Eventually,
I didn't know that.
the
Wow.
symbiote was discovered by Peter Parker. your
Hey, but this
friendly
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
It gave him a pretty slick black suit and awesome new powers. But after finding out it was a confused, raging psychopathic alien, Pete decided to exercise it with the power of Christian Rock.
A wise
Diet
decision
chocolate
of all time,
brains.
as this event would cause the symbiote to finally meet its greatest partner, Edward
Eddie
Brock.
Brock.
Eddie was a journalist with the unluckiest backstory ever. While trying to uncover the identity of a serial killer, he blamed the wrong guy. The same day he published his article, Spidey caught the real killer, who lived right next door to the dude Eddie blamed.
Long story short, Eddie was fired from his job, divorced by his wife, and disowned by his father.
Who already blamed Eddie for his wife dying in childbirth.
On top of all of that, Eddie learned he developed adrenal cancer. With only
That's
a few months
different.
left to live.
Man, and I thought 2020 was rough. I almost don't blame him for becoming a supervillain.
It's different from Spider-Man
All
3
hope
origin
lost,
story.
He begged God to take it all away and got an answer. The symbiote.
Just like
Okay.
Captain Planet with
They
their
tweaked it a little
powers
bit, they kinda
combined,
kept it a little bit
these two
similar.
losers became a super loser. Well, no, they actually became a horrifying monster with all of Spider-Man's powers and then
Right.
some.
Their mutual hatred of Spider-Man caused the symbiote to bond to Eddie like no host ever before. They were perfect, a terror in the night, an unstoppable.
Did y'all like that Venom movie?
Were
I thought it was decent.
It even
I thought it was
cured
good.
Eddie's cancer.
sort of. It's complicated.
Apart from Spider-Man's webbing and web-crawling powers, Venom can use shape-shifting to mold his body into cool doodads. Swords, shields,
Right.
tendrils, worm monster things, even wings. Yeah, imagine seeing this guy flying outside.
I
your
have
window
never seen
at
Venom
night.
use
Well,
wings.
good luck sleeping ever again.
Venom can camouflage his entire
That's
body,
interesting.
heal severe wounds like impalement and lost
Right.
limbs, see all around him at once, and psychically project emotions onto others.
Wow.
Normally, this just makes people feel sorry for themselves, like Wiz on Tinder. But one time he convinced a bunch of other symbiotes that life was meaningless and they killed themselves.
Wow.
Shit, that's dark.
If desperate, the symbiote can even invade the bodies of others and make them burst from inside out.
Gross and awesome. But if he doesn't want to pop them like
It's my guess. I bet you that's how Venom's gonna win.
their body like a creepy puppet master.
While attached to a victim, Venom can control them by fusing the symbiote to their nervous system, specifically the brainstem and frontal lobes. Fighting off this mind control is extremely difficult unless you have powers that can directly counter it, such as another symbiote.
Oh god, aliens, tentacles, and mind control? Are we sure this episode is rated E for everyone, or do we need to start blurring stuff?
Don't worry, aside from being a
Bro,
horrible
Venom
mass murderer,
is-
Venom's stories are completely wholesome.
Right.
Venom proved a dangerous thorn in Spider-Man's side and frequently ruined his life, even taking a page out of my favorite book, The Most Dangerous Game, and hunting him on a private island.
Yeah, he
Wow.
was the coolest rival ever, but over the years, things kind of calmed down a bit. They even teamed up every so often.
Spider-Man
Even
and
with
Venom.
so much
Yeah, man,
anger,
there's a lot about Venom I didn't know, man. I gotta freshen up on my knowledge, dude.
Stealing his dad's car, he accidentally ran over and killed a child. Despite his desire to confess, his father forced him to plead innocent and rigged the jury. The guilt has weighed him down ever since. So while Venom does have a hunger for human brains, he'd rather eat the face off a criminal than an innocent person.
Venom's as
You
tough as
eat
they
both your
come.
arms
He
and then both
survived
of your
Ghost
legs.
Rider's penance stare. He's strong enough to toss a tank hundreds of feet up, and fast enough to take down Spidey 2099,
Wow.
who once caught Mjolnir while it was moving 2,000 times the speed of sound.
Although Venom does not possess the spider sense
What?
that allows Parker to react in microseconds, he can still keep up with all the usual Spidey gallery. Plus, while symbiotes have a severe weakness to high-pitched
That's
sound and heat,
Morbius.
he's developed resistances to them.
Like when he took this giant explosion, or when he survived a sonic scream from some mutant gremlins that shattered all glass within 10
Okay.
miles.
While he may be tougher
Okay.
to take down than most other symbiotes, Venom never fully overcame his weaknesses. However, his symbiotic genes
That's
provide
fire and
power.
sound.
This includes traits
Sound?
and memories
I'm
from
sure
other
sound.
hosts like Scorpion and Flash Thompson.
Wait. Bullets are a genetic trait? How do I pass that down?
Venom would certainly need a lot of firepower to survive an encounter with the symbiote god.
Oh, geez, here we go.
At first, the Clintar symbiotes were seen as a peaceful people. But turns out they were actually living weapons forged by the primordial deity Null in an attempt to conquer the universe.
And I bet next up, Marvel decides they're magic maple syrup people from Asgardian IHOP. But okay, cosmic sludge made by alien Satan. Let's go with that.
Despite it all, Eddie and the symbiote have proven they're far more than the dark legacy the Clintar were intended.
Yeah.
They've even gained the respect of the Avengers and eventually considered Spider-Man a friend. Sort of. It's
Yeah.
complicated.
Eddie really is the best pal Venom could have found. And let's be real, he just looks freaking badass.
To this day, that is the best Spider-Man show I've ever seen.
In ancient times, a demonic being known as the Kishin ravaged humanity, nearly
All right,
driving
let's see
all
what Soul
mankind
Eater's
to
got.
the depths of
They can
madness.
stack up to
This
Venom.
monster could only be defeated and sealed away by the god of death.
So, why is the literal god of death so goofy looking? You ever seen Death Note? Hell, even Thanos' girlfriend is
Death Note was
scarier
great.
than this clown.
If you are unfamiliar with the world of Soul Eater, prepare yourself. It's different.
Well, not wanting a return of the apocalypse, Death and his oven mitts founded a school, Death Academy.
Here, warriors called Meisters would train to fight evil using the power of their souls.
They even got neat demon weapons that doubled as people. Together, they learned courage, chivalry, unbreakable friendship. You know,
I'm guessing Crona's gonna have a lot of
Morgan
hacks.
was not
A
one of
lot of
these.
hacks.
buckle up. It's all Gloomsville from here. Deal with it.
I don't think I know how to deal with this situation.
Throughout their childhood, Crona was abused by their
Understand
mother,
gender unknown,
Medusa,
yep.
a witch obsessed
First
with the
to gender
legendary Kishin.
neutral.
You can see where this is going.
Transgender
Anime Uma
pronouns.
Thurman
Okay.
was such a fangirl, she figured, hey, why don't I make my own Kishin? So she used her child as a guinea pig in a bunch of crazy experiments. You know, it kind of sounds like something you do, Wiz.
Don't be silly, I only use actual guinea pigs. Part of Medusa's great experiment included bonding Crona to a weapon. much like the
Experimented on
Meisters in
since
Death
birth?
Academy. However,
Wow.
joining with Ragnarok was a bit more literal.
Ragnarok used to be your run-of-the-mill transforming weapon person until Medusa melted him alive in black blood.
black blood being another experiment of hers. Crona's own blood is, in fact, this same black blood, which they can remotely control. It can
Wow.
use to heal wounds and even harden as a sort of internal.
That's like what's that anime? Dead Man Wonderland.
That was literally poured into
Throw
Crona's
their blood and
bloodstream.
shoot it.
From that point on, Crona and Ragnarok were two halves of the same person. The meek and tortured child firmly attached to their loud and brazen weapon.
Right.
And Raggy has that black blood control too. They can yank poor Crona around like a puppet. They can use black blood to create wings, thorny vines, all kinds of weapons. And big ass needles.
Okay.
I hate needles. What's up with that?
My question is though, is Crona gonna be able to?
Like the Meisters, Crona can wield their own soul.
Does
in
Crona have
combat,
anything to kill
amplified
Venom,
by
though?
Ragnarok has a technique called screen resonance. Think of it like hooking an electric guitar up to an amp.
Ooh,
Though
that's gonna be
more akin
bad.
to a screeching banshee on LSD.
Yeah.
I didn't know you play.
I don't.
That would be pretty bad for Venom. Yeah.
It's incredibly powerful, causing internal damage to foes and making Ragnarok vibrate to increase his cutting power. Hey, are you okay?
What?
That might be Crona's
With
chance
this
right
weapon
there.
At their side, Crona set out on a quest to become a Kishin.
And we
which
got an
required
ad.
Quite a lot of homicide.
Yeah, Ragnarok can absorb the souls of dead
And
people.
no.
And supposedly, enough souls will turn Crona into the Kishin. So they went around slaughtering hundreds of people.
Despite their name, Death Academy wasn't exactly a fan, particularly their star student, Maka Alburn.
Don't worry, she and Crona ended up becoming good friends. Until they weren't. Sort of. It's complicated.
As a pawn in Medusa's mission, Crona gained several levels of new
Ooh.
potential, notably after gaining or absorbing the powers of the monstrous Black Clown, the demon tool Brew, and even Ashura, the original Kishin.
All of which increased.
It sounds like
Crona's
instant show. I might have to watch it.
Especially the black blood. Now Crona could turn their entire body into goop, and the slightest touch could inflict madness. That's madness with a capital M, by the way.
This madness is a corruptive effect that causes targeted variants of delusion or obsession, often spread as a wavelength. The wavelength of Crona's mad blood specifically causes violent psychosis.
Crona may be a pawn, but they're a badass. They can cut through a whole ghost ship, cover the moon with sound waves, open the moon's mouth? What the hell is wrong with that moon?
Crona and Ragnarok have held their own against multiple Death Academy students, including Maka, Death the Kid, and Black Star.
Sometimes all at once.
Kid once flew from Nevada to Egypt in less than a minute, and Black Star is even faster. He's dodged lasers and been tracked moving over 20 kilometers in 6 microseconds while approaching Baba
That
Yaga
sounds
Castle.
pretty strong.
And Crona's been able to make enough mad blood to crush a whole goddamn Ukrainian city.
While this city isn't named, we can use a similar metropolitan area in Ukraine, Kiev, for instance. With this in mind, Crona must have created over 9 trillion tons of black blood, enough to fill over 6 billion Olympic swimming pools.
But Crona's a big leap from invincible. They've had their shit kicked in plenty of times, and their hardened black blood can only block so much.
Venom? Venom?
Ultimately succeeded.
You might,
After years of scheming, Crona absorbed
Oh,
the power
wow.
of Ashura and became a Kishin.
Well,
It's
more like
kinda
Kishin
looking,
absorbed Crona, but close enough.
But with the power of friendship, Crona ironically wound up defeating the Kishin once and for all, despite their life being nothing but
It's
destruction.
looking pretty bad for Venom right
Crona
now a
was
little
the
bit.
one who ultimately saved the world.
I don't know.
With an added side effect of a new madness wavelength that made everyone obsessed with boobs. Truly a positive effect on people everywhere.
Just give
Wow.
up. I'm tired of trying to figure out how to deal with you.
All right, the combatants are set. We've run the data through all possibilities.
But first, instead of chewing on brains and souls, how about chewing on blue?
This episode is sponsored
This?
by Blue Chew. If you want to increase your performance,
It's gonna be
confidence in
interesting.
bed, try BlueChew.com.
All right, Venom. We're going for you.
Hello? I want to be alone.
Hey, pay attention, you turd. Ah, lucky day. 2 brains for the price of 1.
I don't think I can handle
Gosh.
this right now.
Killing factor. Yep. Right. Ooh.
Your mind is ours. Dinner time.
Yep. And that's gonna mess Venom up a little bit, yeah. Well, I thought it would. Thought the sound would mess him up. Never mind. Woo! Wow. Wow. I'm not even gonna lie. I feel like Venom has a killer.
What is he?
We are the ones hiding under your bed. Teeth ground sharp and eyes glowing red.
I think Venom has to kill Crona quick, or it's gonna. Venom can't let this drag out. Woo!
Your blood.
Nope.
I know.
It's black. Now this is what I was worried about. This hack's broken that. All right, Venom, come on, bro. Woo! Bro, they took us to a sky battle, dude. This is some lit ass. What is he going?
We are the darkness. We are your nightmare.
We are Venom!
I hate you.
Bro! Is it over? It's not over. It's, yeah, I think it's over. Wow.
KO!
Man, these symbiotes really need to stop
I kind of felt it.
They're f***ing crazy.
Venom was certainly a tricky opponent. His shape-shifting camouflage and multitude of weapons kept
Oh, well,
him
that's
on
disappointing.
guard.
Well, but
Unfortunately, Venom lacked the power needed to keep up a prolonged fight.
that's what I felt. I felt like Venom had to end it quick.
For a pretty clear difference, Crona could reach Mach 9,000, while Venom only topped out around Mach 2,000.
And while Venom has shown incredible physical strength that puts Spider-Man to shame, he could never compete with 9 trillion tons of mad
That's
blood.
what pretty much I
Anyway,
felt.
that precise control of the black blood totally meant Crona could push out any of Venom's attempt at being.
Yeah, bro. As soon as I heard about that blood thing, I was like, yeah, it's
Great
over.
feats of strength as well. Assuming all of the moon's teeth are similar in size and stone, opening this jaw is equivalent to lifting over 10,000 tons.
Of course, the final nail in Eddie's coffin was the fact that half
sound.
of Crona's arsenal was sound-based, basically Venom's kryptonite.
Somewhat. Recall that Venom did gain a notable resistance to sound attacks, so we needed to determine if Crona's sonic waves were great enough to effectively harm him.
You know those gremlins who shattered every window in 10 miles with a screech attack? The symbiote barely survived it, so that's a good high end to look at.
It takes at least 100 decibels to shatter glass normally. To cover that much distance, the combined sonic blast must have equaled about 244 decibels.
Right.
In contrast, in order to engulf the moon, Crona's sonic waves must have reached over 275
Yeah, I was gonna say, man,
decibels.
like,
And yes, that's considering the weird size and shape of the moon.
Crona just seemed broken compared to Venom, man.
275 doesn't seem that much more than 244, but decibels increase on a logarithmic rate. This means Crona's sound attack was actually over 1,000 times stronger.
Vanny for sure wasn't surviving that.
Eddie and the symbiote held their own with versatility, but Crona and Ragnarok had them beat in destructive power, blistering speed, and an
Yeah.
arsenal that could take advantage of Venom's key
Yeah.
weakness.
Looks like Venom just got
Thanks for watching this episode of Death Battle.
Hey,
Come back next week to see previews.
I mean, I can't really argue with that. That was
stuff. You can click the boxes right
disappointing.
around here. And of course, pick up some DB merch at store.roosterteeth.com.
Alright, who we got next, though? Is it Master Chief? No, it's Red. It's Red. Oh, Red versus Blue? Alright, I'm gonna go Red. Hopefully I'll be right on that one.
3, 2, 1.